Hi everyone, I'm Tony Jackson and here is your monthly reading for July 2019. And wow, what a lot of things are happening at this time with the shift of consciousness and all these new energies coming to the planet. For this month, what I've been guided to talk about is the something similar that I mentioned in the yearly video, the 2019 yearly video that I recorded probably the end of last year, ready for the start of the year, when I was guided to talk about in that video a bit of kind of like two parts to the year. So January to June was one part and July to the end of the year was another part. In the first part of the year, it was more like we were letting go of things that didn't work for us, all that is no longer for our highest good, that doesn't serve our highest good. I was kind of guided to let go mostly in the first part of the year, and in the second part of the year, we were to more align with the new energies, the positive energies, the higher frequencies. I think I mentioned in that video we were to align with the energies of 2019, but more so in the second half of the year. And funnily enough, that's kind of exactly what's been happening for me. I feel like a lot of letting go in the first 6 months, even a little bit of probably felt like a rest time or a time just to recoup and reassess everything. And now, here we are in July, or coming up to July. I'm filming this at the end of June. I feel like I'm ready to take off, or things are actually ready to move forward in July. And because I'm to share this with all you on the video, I assume you will all be getting a similar experience in your life. So we're about to take off for the second half of the year, or things are about to move forward, or things that haven't quite worked out in the first part of the year. You may find that the energies available to you there that you can then move ahead and get the things start rolling. I feel like there's a new energy, a fresh perspective. It's almost like, yes, we're ready to start. I don't think we were necessarily held back for the first half of the year. It's just we needed a period of time to consolidate, to get ready, and now this new energy is coming, starting on about July. I feel like it's kind of, there's this hump period in the middle where we go January to June and then July to December, and we're just in this hump period now. But come July, the first week of July, I feel like we'll be sort of, really what's happening is a lot of new energies are coming to the planet, and there's sort of like a focal point in July, which then will last for this different energy, new shift, new things coming to your life until the end of the year. I feel things are going to start moving ahead. As I said, I don't think we were necessarily held back at all. It's just like we needed some time to go over things, prepare, get a little bit stabled and settled, and now I feel like from July, we're going to start moving ahead. In another way, it's just that we're embodying more frequencies, higher energies, change of consciousness, and it's almost like with this change of consciousness, with this new frequencies, we're now ready to move ahead, or ready to accept more, or ready to accept a higher level. So you may feel like it's a time of moving ahead and a time of change from July till December, which is kind of really on track with what I was told when I recorded I wasn't quite sure how the 2019 video was kind of fit together, but now I'm going through the year, I can sort of see what my guides were telling me. So for the first 6 months, it was our sort of like things, our free will and choice to let go, to release all those things that no longer serve us, all those things that no longer for the highest good at a soul level. And then for the second part of the year, it was almost like we had to sort of, we're getting into it now. It's only going to be starting in July, where we all now ready to say, I accept the higher frequencies, I accept the energies. It's my free will and choice to embody these new energies of 2019. You might have a little bit longer to rest. You may just last a little bit into July. You may find that things start start moving ahead at the end of July. A little bit different for everybody. If you're finding that happen, and that's not actually happening for you, you just have to be aware that you are embodying more energies, or attempting to embody more energies, and the offset of embodying more energies and taking on these higher frequencies may mean that you start to move ahead and start to shift. I feel like that's kind of a general thing, but because we're kind of all in a agreed reality here, we will all be getting our own perspective on what I'm talking about. So generally speaking, first 6 months of the year, stability, rest, consolidating, reviewing, getting ready. Second 6 months of the year, coming up to it right now, moving ahead, taking on more energy, new ideas, new opportunities, that kind of thing. There's more of an opening and a moving ahead. So very exciting, right on track with what I talked about in the yearly video. So very good. So some people may be, in another way, some people may not be at this stage where they're finding they need to take a different path. They may not be ready to embody new frequencies, and they will go to where they need to. There's also a little bit of a division happening on the planet at the moment. There is those that don't or are not ready or can't quite do it just yet, and that's fine. They'll go to a level where they may find they need to process things a little bit more, take a little bit more time. But there may be a lot of other people that go, okay, I've processed enough, I'm ready to move ahead, I accept these new frequencies, and you'll then go to a new level. So there is a lot of shifts and changes going on the planet. You may find that you're in new places, around new people, new experiences coming up for you. That's because you're keeping up with the frequencies and you're going with the change. You're going towards what is for your highest good, what is for your highest good at a soul level, and you're letting go of those things that no longer serve you. So it's a big time of change for everybody. This can be happening on all levels too. It can be happening on your personal level. It can be happening in your town, in your country, on the earth. We're all going through this big shift and change of consciousness. The way I was guided to talk about it was, now for July, we're ready to embody some high frequencies, which will then facilitate changes, and I feel that change is more suited towards us moving ahead. I did get a feeling too for July, really July until the end of the year. You could say this reading is kind of from July to December, but I'm focusing it more for information for us for July. It's my free will and choice now to accept these higher frequencies. I ask my higher self to help me to accept these higher frequencies and embody them. Now I was embody them, sort of accept them and embody them. I was feeling like too, we need to be a little bit stable with these higher frequencies as they're getting quite powerful, and we want to accept them and we want to move forward with them. We're called to do what is for our highest good. So if you're getting a little bit confused or unsure or not knowing what's happening, go towards what your heart says. Go towards where your soul's calling you. Go towards what's your highest good. If you're not able to find that, follow any instinctive things you're getting. They can be quite simple. I often say it can be as simple as ring a friend, go to the shop now, go for a walk now, ring this person, turn on the TV now, turn on the radio now. In an instinctual way I'm talking about, you may find little bits of instincts, gut feelings, intuitive impulses that you get are all guiding you towards what is for your highest good, although it may not seem related at the time. For example, if you wake up one morning and think, oh, I've got to call this friend today, well, follow that impulse. It may seem unrelated in the bigger picture, but the universe will give you little bits of information to help you on the way all the time. It's just a matter of us listening. So try and get out of the mind and thinking what you need and go as much as you can with your heart and your feeling and your intuitive impulses, because it can put together the little steps which will then begin to form a bigger picture. So if you're getting a little bit lost and confused, just follow those little simple tiny impulses that you get that can seem quite simple, but they will help to then piece together the big picture. And remember that you've got time. I mean, there is a sort of feeling that we need to keep up with these energies, and that's true, but you've got time to work through it and work it out. And sometimes you just might want to take a break and a rest because you just don't know. Get some help, get in contact with friends, get some healing, get some readings, and help you get back on track. to help you with these energies. But anyway, I was feeling that some of us might be a little bit unstable with these new energies because it's like pow. Sometimes we're not quite able to keep our stability, and I'm feeling we need to ask to keep the alignment with the planet Earth, if that makes sense. So as we embody these new frequencies for July, I always also like us to add in, it's our free will and choice to align with the planet Earth. You can be feeling a little bit spacey, not knowing what to do, vague, forgetful, that type of thing. That could be coming from not grounding enough, not connected to the earth enough. Really, I feel like if you need to ground, go out in nature and touch trees, soak your feet in salt water. Sometimes I just pat the top of my head, and that can help align you. Stroking your nose, massaging your feet, spending time with your pets and animals, all those things, even putting your hands on the earth or even barefoot if it's not too cold outside. If you're indoors, get an indoor plant and spend time with your indoor plant will help with your grounding. And once you're grounded, you'll be able to embody those energy frequencies better. You'll feel more solid and aligned. Another way I was thinking is I asked my higher self, and you can say this too, because I think this is one of the most important things that I was guided to talk about for this month. I asked my higher self to keep me aligned and stable during this shift. And I asked my higher self to align me with the planet Earth. I ask my higher self to align me with the planet Earth. It's my free will and choice to maintain my alignment with the planet Earth. So if you can imagine these big energies are coming to you, it's kind of our job to embody these energies and bring them onto the Earth plane so we can go about our life on the Earth plane as a higher frequency being. When we embody them, sometimes it takes us a little minute to work out how we're going to be higher vibrational on the planet Earth and keep our stability and keep our alignment. So when we accept the energies, our job's really only half done. We have to embody them and align them with the planet Earth. It's almost like you're allowing the higher energies to flow through your body. You've accepted them and then kind of let them go into the earth as well. So it's almost like sometimes we're giving a gift of higher energy to the earth. Just to summarize briefly, all I was going to say is I asked my higher self to maintain my alignment with the planet Earth, stability and alignment with the planet Earth while I'm maintaining and accepting these higher frequencies. So that was the main step for July really. It's my free will and choice to maintain my alignment with the planet Earth. Now you can say that, and also as I've just mentioned, you can go out and do some grounding techniques outside by touching trees, putting your hands on the earth, something like that. Salt water is a good one, which will help you with your grounding. You may also need to do a little bit stronger. As I've just said, I ask my higher self to maintain my alignment with the planet Earth. I think that you can actually imagine like roots coming out of your feet or energy coming out of your feet, going down into the earth. And it's kind of like that can help pull you back and align you with the planet Earth. So you're imagining energy flowing through your body, out your feet into the planet Earth. And as that energy flows into the planet Earth, it's helping you to maintain your alignment and stability. Especially when there's some of the big energies coming, we can get a little bit, unstable or unaligned. Those grounding techniques and that affirmation, I ask my higher self to align me with the planet Earth, will help you embody your energies. And then we're going to be ready to move ahead for July. It's really exciting. And once you get all these things and you sort of, some people can go along and not, and it's kind of like they automatically do it. Some people aren't aware that they're maintaining these higher energies and higher frequencies. They just do it normally. So if you're wondering why some people can just do it, it's just because it's their life plan. Some of us, like me, have chosen to be aware of what's happening, and then as we go along, we get little bits of more information. So everybody's at a different level. Just look after yourself. It's great to offer advice and offer what your experiences is, but remember, some of us may not be going through the shift in the same way. Some of us have chosen to go through the shift but be totally unaware of it. And some of us have chosen to go to a different level now where they may not be ready to maintain any high frequencies. They'll go to a level where they'll stay like we've always been on the earth without the higher frequencies. But if you follow the higher frequencies and follow this calling, it's almost like you'll be living on a higher vibration, which can be seen as a separate reality or a separate earth. So there is that kind of split happening now. So a lot of things happening and a lot of things to learn about. But if you follow those steps I've given you, then you should be fine for this month. If you find you're not, please do contact me. I'm happy to answer any short questions, or you may wish to book in for a private session. Then we can look into what's going on for you, because sometimes there's little things that come up and we don't understand them. And my guides can actually channel you some information that will help you with your ascension. We call it the ascension as we're going up in energy levels. So really good that we've got this far, because it's another big shift now going into the second half of the year. And just a few little simple tips, like I've mentioned in this video, can be of great benefit while you're going through this ascension. So what else? I'm just checking my phone there. I heard a ding. And anyway, I'm going to choose a card. I've got the, just quickly, the Mermaids and Dolphins cards by Doreen Virtue. These are been around for quite a long time. I'll just choose a card quickly from those. And what I do with my card readings, I place them to my heart. I bring down a column of white light down through the top chakras. It's just tapping into the universal energy, white light. You can use other colors, but I do feel like white's good enough. Round through your, it's perfect actually, pure divine white light from source, down through your chakras, out through your heart chakras. I was just kind of thinking there, some people say don't use white light. I believe it doesn't matter what the color is, it's your intention and your feeling behind the color. And my intention is it's a pure divine white light from source, down through your chakras, out through your heart chakra, spinning around the cards, helping you to vibrationally connect to the cards. And the cards begin to sort of become more than physical cards. They become vibrational tools which will kind of send you messages, and you'll get deeper insights. The more you do that process of connecting to your cards, you'll find that your cards become vibrational tools rather than physical cards, and the messages will become clearer. Here we go. I asked to choose a card that is for the highest good in love and light. Message for us to support whatever's going on at the moment for you in love and light. I usually just give them a little bit of a shuffle. I imagine a nice bright light around them, and this card will help you. I'm going to pick from the middle to see what we've got there. Watch your thoughts. Yes, do watch your thoughts, because you can have negative thoughts that actually counteract. And if you feel like you're moving ahead and going back, the universes are reacting to your thoughts and feelings as well. So that can be a thing that helps us not to be as stable and aligned as at times too. So if you just watch your thoughts, it's sometimes difficult, because if you see something negative or have something negative that happens to you, you're obviously going to have negative thoughts and a negative reaction. But sometimes you have to try and see what's going on and look at the positive in everything at the moment. Because that can be holding you back. As the energies become higher and higher, the universe is picking up on your thoughts and feelings and reflecting back to you what you're thinking and feeling. So just make sure, now that we're embodying these higher frequencies, it's getting more and more important to think more positively, as that's a vibration that can contribute to the outcome of what's going to happen and which direction you actually go in this time of awakening. So try and keep your thoughts as positive as possible. Always get help if you need help, or you need to talk to somebody. Please reach out for help at this time if you feel you need to. But that's what I got. That watch your thoughts, because you can be accepting. I don't know if you can see that. My video looks a little bit fuzzy today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the new energies. I might have to do a cleansing and alignment with my laptop, perhaps. But what was I saying? Yes, your thoughts can actually be counteracting some of the hard work that you've been doing. I mean, there's a lot of little things to take care of with this change of energy, this lifting of consciousness. But if you're not getting to where you're hoping to be, just look at what you're thinking. I mean, it's difficult sometimes because you see something negative and your reaction could be a negative thought. You can't stay negative about anything at this time because the universe is picking up every thought and pointing you in a direction. So you think and feel guided. Think and feel guided. Now, don't panic. I mean, sometimes it's a natural thing that you're thinking negatively about something. You've got plenty of time. It's just if your negative thoughts have become a pattern in some area of your life. For example, money. If you're thinking, oh, I've never got any money, the universe doesn't support me, I've never got money to pay anything. We're actually accentuating the negative, which can be stopping the positive energy that wants to come in. It's tricky, isn't it? So you would then have to say, even though I've got no money, I know the universe is going to support me where I need it. You sort of got to work out a way to think positively around negative situations. So there we go. Keep your thoughts positive, because with all these new frequencies, the negative thinking that you might have can cause almost like a negative reaction to all the hard work and positive energies that you're embodying. So just try and look at everything positive. Don't panic though. I mean, if you have a negative thought, of course you're going to have negative thoughts sometimes. It's just sometimes you have a consistent pattern of negative thinking in an area in your life. I just used the example of money, and that could be holding you back from where you need to move forward. Always get a friend to check on you and say, am I thinking negatively about this? Do you think and they'll tell you straight away what they're perceiving. So anyway, what a big reading we've had. What a long time I've rambling on, but I'm sure it could be very, very beneficial for you if you're able to follow this and embody your energies. If you're at all in the Wagga Wagga area, I'm having a soulmate and relationships. I'm calling it the Twin Flame Soulmate and Relationships workshop on the 15th of July. That's Tuesday the 15th of July in Wagga Wagga, New South Wales. I'll put the link to the events page where you find this video on the YouTube. If you're interested in all coming along to that, please join us. It's going to be very exciting. A lot of big positive energies coming through to help and guide you in the area of relationships in that workshop. So I'm enjoying doing these videos. I'm also getting prompted to do more live videos, so I must get onto that soon as well. But I think that's all for now. Lovely to spend this time with you. Please give me any feedback or comments on this video. I'd love to hear from you. If you don't want to write it so everyone sees it, you can send me a private message and just let me know how you found the videos and if they've been helping you or not. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give me a thumbs up. I'm going to leave you here now. Let's just thank the universe. Is there anything else I need to do? I think that's all. As long as you embody these higher frequencies for July, it's my free will and choice to embody these higher frequencies and keep your stability and alignment and groundedness for this month until the end of the year. That should be all that we need. I'm going to leave you here now. Lovely to spend all this time with you today. I've enjoyed sharing that with you, those perceptions that I get, those ideas that I get. And we'll look forward to seeing you in August. I wonder what's going to happen for August. Very exciting, isn't it? So you may find that you may process a little bit. You may feel like you need to take a nap after this, and that's okay. It's because we've accepted the energies, and you may need a little bit of time of processing. You may even want to spend some time listening to some quiet music just as you process. You may find it beneficial to listen to it a second time. I mean, it's 20 something minutes, so you may want to go back and listen to it again. So just spend a few minutes by yourself, just meditating while the energies process, and you get aligned yourself with the energies. But that's enough for now. Lovely spending this time with you. I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing you in August. Okay, lots of love, and bye for now.